What's up, guys? It's Seajayfour, and I'm here today to introduce you to Vault Hunters. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, so let me first start off by explaining what this video is going to be about. Vault Hunters is a dynamic Minecraft experience that introduces a unique blend of exploration, RPG elements, and complex progression, made by Escal85, whose channel I'll link in the description. The mod pack expands on the current limitations of Minecraft, introducing new game mechanics, blocks, tools, and so much more. So let's get into it. The first thing that you'll see when hopping into a new Vault Hunter's world are these two books right here. Now, the first one describes a bunch of useful information regarding the mod pack, which is what this video is about, so you could just go ahead and get rid of it. The second one is your quest book. You can open up the quest menu by right-clicking with the book in your hand or by pressing the hotkey, which by default is right bracket. Quests give you important information about the progression of the mod pack and will give you rewards as a bonus for completing them. For example, this first quest describes how to set the vault difficulty and how to create a vault party and research team, which I will also go over later. Below the description, you can see the reward for completing the quest, which in this case is 8 cooked vault steak. Clicking the green check mark here will allow us to press the complete button in order to complete the quest. After completing your first few quests, you'll need to craft yourself a vault altar, which is the way that you make all your vault crystals. In order to learn how to craft anything, open up your inventory or a crafting table and search it up using the search bar in the bottom right corner. For now, we'll look up Vault Altar and craft one. Once you have your Vault Altar placed down, it's time to craft your first crystal. Place the Vault Rock you obtained from your Vault Stone quest onto the Vault Altar by right-clicking. You'll need to gather all the items shown on the corners of the altar and throw them onto the altar in order to complete the crystal. The quantity of these items will scale as you progress, but they should be pretty easy to gather for now. After you've thrown all of your items onto the altar, place a button on any side of it. Press this button, and your crystal will complete. Congratulations on completing your first crystal. Go ahead and claim your skill point ability. Skill points are used to upgrade the abilities that the player has. Each time your vault level increases, which is this yellow number at the bottom here, you'll gain a skill point, which can be spent on any one of the many skills and talents that this mod pack has to offer. In order to open the abilities and talents menu, press the hotkey for it, which is bound to H by default. This page has a bunch of statistics, including your vault data, your vault history, and the data on that, and your quests. Then you have your abilities, talents, expertise, and research tab. We'll be going over these two later. Abilities are generally active skills, while talents are more passive buffs. This is your mana bar. Most of the abilities you go into will use up a certain amount of this mana bar when you use it. Mana can be increased and can be made to regenerate faster in the later game by upgrading your gear. All abilities also have a cooldown in which they can't be used. I would recommend taking heal as your first skill, as there is no natural regeneration inside of the vaults. So, you're ready for your first vault. The first thing you'll need to do is build a vault portal. This is built just like a nether portal, but you'll use any type of vault stone. Place your vault crystal that you made into the vault portal by right-clicking anywhere on the frame. This will light your portal. If you want to run a vault with other people, you'll first need to create a vault party using this command here. Use this command to invite people, and your friends will have to accept the invite using this command here. You can see who's in your vault party on the right side here. Parties can be created and joined at any time during a vault. Now you can go ahead and put on your best armor and enter the portal. This is the starting room. The first thing you should do when you get here is open the quest book and claim your vault sword and shield from the vault hunting quest. You can roll these by right-clicking on them, and they'll gain some stats. I'll go over more what these mean later in the video. Notice the timer in the bottom left. This is how much time you will have in the vault. The vault timer can be increased using fruits that will be found in chests. However, increasing the timer will also decrease your health permanently, so plan accordingly. The timer will only start once you leave the starting room. The bottom right contains your vault modifiers, which for this vault are Beginner's Grace and Beginner's Insurance. You can hover over any modifier in the chat to see what it does. The top bar is your elixir bar. This is the objective for your vault. As you progress more, you'll unlock more objectives that you're able to complete. For elixir vaults, you'll need to loot chests, mine vault ores, and kill mobs in order to collect elixir. Everything will give different amounts, so the bigger and more orbs that pop out, the more of the bar is filled. Holding tab will show on the side here what everyone's elixir bars look like who are in the vault currently. Once your elixir bar is full, you'll start to help them with theirs. Once the bar is full, you'll need to click an elixir pylon in order to exit the vault. If you are unable to complete the objective, you will die unless you exit using the portal in the original starting room. There is a lot of useful loot that you will find inside the vault, most of which are crafting ingredients for most things in the game. There are various chests you'll find around the map, being wooden, gilded, living, and ornate. Wooden chests mostly contain basic crafting materials. Gilded chests are based around tool crafting. Living chests are based around knowledge and mod unlocks, and ornate chests yield materials for vault gear crafting. Chests can be looted either manually or by mining them, which can be done using vault tools that will be unlocked later. Organizing your collected loot into backpacks will be the easiest way to manage loot and your inventory. You should have unlocked one earlier from a quest. Open the backpack either by right-clicking or by pressing the hotkey, which is bound to B by default. Put the upgrades into the backpack. The pickup upgrade allows the backpack to pick up items that you would otherwise pick up into your inventory. The void upgrade will void items that are over a stack. The number of slots and size of the stack will be able to be upgraded as you progress to be able to handle more loot. You can put the backpack into this slot so that it doesn't take up a spot in the inventory. There are locations in each room called points of interest, or POIs. These will spawn a few mobs from a spawner that will fizzle out after spawning a couple mobs. The POIs will also contain some chests or coin piles. Some rooms also contain ore POIs, which contain vault ores that are important for future crafting recipes. There are also challenge rooms, which are high risk but pretty good reward, and omega rooms, which are almost no risk and high reward, but are very rare. There are a couple doors that you might come across in a vault, the first of which are dungeons. There are various difficulties of dungeons, and the harder it is, the better the loot. Dungeons also have a chance to contain modifier archives, which can help you later with gear crafting. The second of these doors is a treasure door, for which you need the right type of treasure key. These keys are expensive to craft, but contain very valuable loot. The last door is a vendor, which you can buy items from using Vault Gold. After completing the objective, you'll contain a completion crate, which contains very valuable loot. After placing it down, shift and right click it in order to open it. You'll also gain Vault experience, which you can see on this progress bar here. You should have some unspent skill points if you didn't die in the vault. Every 5 levels, you also gain an expertise point, which you can spend on any one of these categories in the expertise. The max level you can get to is 100, and the experience needed will scale exponentially as you level up more. Vault gear is one of the most important parts of Vault Hunters. Vault gear can be crafted using the Vault Forge, using various crafting materials found inside the vault, or can be found in ornate chests and completion crates. Gear has 5 rarities: Scrappy, Common, Rare, Epic, and Omega. There are 3 different categories on each gear piece, which are marked by implicits, prefixes, and suffixes. This can be viewed inside the inventory by holding Shift. Different focuses can be found inside of the vault to adjust and re-roll your gear pieces, along with bronze and plating inside of an artisan station. Each gear piece also has a set amount of crafting potential, which is shown at the top. Each time you roll a gear piece, it will use some of the crafting potential, and the lower this gets, the more vault bronze and plating it will take to re-roll that item. Vault gear will always remain at the level that you found it or crafted it at, and the stats have a higher ceiling and floor as you level up. Finally, vault gear has a certain amount of repair slots. Vault gear can't have mending, but it can be repaired the amount of repair slots it has using a repair core. Once the durability is completely used up, it will no longer work, but can still be repaired if there are remaining repair slots. You also have the ability to craft vault tools using the tool station, which are mostly used for mining chests and ores. There are different levels of tools you can craft, and the higher level you are, the more expensive they get, but the more potential they have. Vault tools have a set amount of repair slots, just like vault gear, and gain more the higher level the tool is. Tools can be found in gilded chests or completion crates, or can be crafted using the tool station, and are used to upgrade your vault tools. Each tool has a certain capacity, and applying a jewel of any size will take up some of that capacity. Jewels can be cut to be smaller using the jewel cutting station, all the way down to size 10, but only if you have the expertise. Apply your jewels to your vault tool using the jewel applicator, and you have your new vault tool. The next big milestone is knowledge. Knowledge allows you to unlock new mods and is crafted using ingredients found in the vault. Right-click with the knowledge star in your hand in order to consume it and gain a knowledge point. Many of the mods cost more than one knowledge point, so you're going to be crafting a lot of these. Notice how there are different categories. Purchasing a mod in the category will increase the price of the rest of the mods in the category by the amount displayed in the top corner of the category. You can also create research groups with your friends, which will allow you to purchase mods at a discounted price by using this command here. Now, you might be wondering, what is the point of this mod pack? The goal is to collect all the artifacts, complete the artifact puzzle, and defeat the final boss. In each completion crate, there's a small chance for you to gain one of 25 artifacts from the artifact puzzle. Crafting an artifact tome and placing it down will show a display of the artifact puzzle. It is possible to get duplicates, but when thrown in the fire, these turn into an artifact fragment. Craft 4 of these together in order to obtain a new unidentified artifact. Once you've collected all of the artifacts and displayed them correctly using the artifact tome, right-click the tome to receive a Herald's Rock. Completing this crystal will allow you to enter the final vault to defeat the boss. You have as many tries as you want on the boss, so don't worry about dying. Good luck and happy hunting. This has been CJ4, and I will see you later.